All right. It's been a minute since we've been here, huh? So we got to get into this good old read. You don't want to do the reading. Okay. This is not who I think it is. Okay. So I picture my yacht. Is that who this is? Somebody is here. Because somebody kept fiddling around with this shit up in here. I don't think it's my grandma. It's probably another earth angel or another gifted person because I had cooked. I be cooking, but I'm not the best cook, and then my son's father always be in the kitchen. So, I had cooked something and I was just like, I wonder why I'm doing it this way. But usually when that happens, I know it's a spirit guide or something. And the ingredients that I made for the sauce, I was just like, I don't know if this gonna work. It was delicious. It made me happy. So, thank you for the chef vibes. It was a beautiful meal cuz I kind of wanted something soupy. I didn't want anything too heavy. I made some shrimp, broccoli, and boiled eggs, and I made like a sauce. Okay, so it was delicious. I was like, oh, don't feed me, don't, baby, you don't want to feed me too much dairy and cheese, honey. I'll be pooting on that dick. You don't want that shit. Anyway, let's get into it. Ooh, ooh, it's too goofy. It's too happy. Ooh. It's Amy. I know it's Amy Bell. Uh oh. Somebody in love. Somebody in love. Somebody says, no, I've already made my decision. I don't, they got an attitude too. They say I've already made my decision. I don't need you telling me, what's what. Cause I had picked up, somebody got some options. But then it's kind of like they realized that the options were nothing but a distraction. So, they already have made their mind up about somebody. Okay. So, it's. We only say goodbye with words. You go back to her, and I go back to. What's up? What's the love vibes, girl? What are the love vibes? Yeah, it's been a lot of love vibes. I think I don't really do love readings. I'm so good at it though, but I just well, I think I am. So I feel like somebody tried to make a comeback. Yes, I've been black, but when I come back, no, no. They try to make me go to rehab. So usually when it's international love, I connect with Amy. So, um, so what is this girl? My daddy thinks I'm fine. They try to make me. My goodness. I just can't get songs out of my head. It's like a radio. I keep hearing, tell me if you want me to. If you want my time, wanna me. They is listening to the radio. 'Cause you blow my mind, I promise, boy, that I'll be. Is it me projecting? So what is, somebody is in a car. Okay, all right. Okay, so somebody's in the car listening to the radio. Tell me if you want me to, yeah, sweetheart. Oof. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people. I can feel all the options. This is a woman, and there's different men that she's dealing with. It's like men all over the world want her, or are noticing her, looking at her, something. Um, Older men, younger men, it don't matter. Mm. Everybody seems to be different. Everybody has their own little different thing. You know, there's something special, very unique and amazing about everybody. But it's kind of giving me the 2080 thing, you know what I'm saying? The distractions, her options, it's kind of like everybody is given 80, but nobody is given the 100. Okay? So, well, I mean, it's not just about you. You know, you got to put into the pot too. You're holding back the 20. People are coming with 80, but it's kind of like you're holding back because you want that 100. Mm. Well, they're a bunch of distractions anyway, girl. So, you know, this be the problem with people when they be having too many options. They start thinking logically, but you know, so you're not really connecting, tapping in. Is kind of like sizing people up, and it's just like sizing people up, but you're not really getting to know them. But does it really matter because they're distractions? Okay, sister girl, you gonna be a bit of a challenge here, because these men, they are good looking, and there's something, they're coming off very charming, very high grade type of men, high quality type of men. mm. My thing is, you know, to be quite honest with you, you gonna fuck it up. You gonna fuck it up. You might as well just start from scratch, start from zero, because none of these guys are it. They're not gonna give you 100%. You know, some of them are starting to become resentful because they know that you have other options and you're just giving 20%. Okay, they know that you're holding back. You know, in a man's mind, it's just like, bitch, I'm giving you 80%. How dare you think that you're gonna get 100? And you know, for one, you got other options, and then on top of that, it's like you sitting back trying to choose. So I mean, it's a bust anyway. It's a situation that could get messy, but there's something about you to where it feeds your ego because you like the attention. So you attention seeking, you're not really looking for somebody's respect. You know, all the attention that you're getting is going to your head, so you're losing sight, you're losing focus of what's most important. And the thing is that, you know, you think that you got it like that, so, and then on top of that, you think that you got time, but those options are going to start dropping like flies. Now, there's somebody in here to where in their mind you are theirs. So I pick up, you know, this one is crazy about you. This one is crazy about you. This the type of man to where he'll take another man out. You know what I mean? So girl, you got to be careful. Because if he'll take another man out, he'll take your ass out too. Mm. I hear he good looking too. Good looking and crazy. That was, what I used to like back in the day. I used to love them like that. They so dangerous. You feel so safe with them. Me personally, I mean, I was never doing anything. Motherfuckers used to track me, like, be real controlling, want to know my every move. I used to love it because I'm just like, well, the more I prove to you that I'm trustworthy, you need, your attitude get to calm the fuck down. You know, I used to take pride in that. I don't know. I don't think that I'm relating to you in the way that you think. I feel like the way that you think, it's kind of like a man, a toxic masculine man. But I mean, my way of thinking was, I feel like it was toxic too, but I don't know. I mean, you're kind of like greedy, you know. I used to like the validation of the craziness because it's just like, well, at least I know I got his attention. You know what I'm saying? He ain't looking elsewhere because he's so busy up my ass. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, I used to like it like that, but, you know, there's deep indebted insecurity with a man like that. And, he as much as he loves you, he tells himself he feels that he loves you. There's a part of him that is uncontrollable. So he'll, one day find himself losing control. He may put his hands on you. you know he may kirk out and put his hands on somebody else. I got tired of taming them wild wolves. You know what I'm saying? I got tired of taming them motherfuckers. I'm just like, this is exhausting. Then we can't even have sex, and it's not even, you always angry, got that angry dick in me. You losing losing your mind. You resentful towards me, but then at the same time you want to tell yourself, you want to show me how much you love me. You want to take it to Pound Town times 1,000. Like what? Baby, the journey been wild. The journey been wild. I used to mess with them thugs and all that type of shit. I used to mess with them thugs. them ones in and out of jail, going to jail and stuff. You know. Mhm. So I mean, what's your problem, girl? Cause it's kind of like you up right now, but when they start dropping like flies and your ass is dry, and then all of them are giving their attention to other women, it's gonna be you gonna be sitting there like, damn, like maybe I should have made a choice, maybe I should have. But no, there are distractions. So who is this other person? Because I pick up this person kind of like stalking you. They're real obsessed with you, but it's like they're trauma bonding with you because it's like something that's angry about you. They're deep down inside, they're angry too. It's like when not being able to control your insecurities, that shit can be frustrating, and you just find yourself like angry. It's given like traumatized, like maybe somebody was in the military, maybe they seen people die, seen people blow up or something like that. You got to be careful with how much pain an individual enjoys. You know, pain is not pleasurable to me. You know what I'm saying? I do not like being in pain. Bitch, don't choke me. Don't bite my fucking nipples. Ooh, if you bite my nipples, that's it. It's over. You ain't getting no pussy. Ah! Ooh, you ain't going to stop hearing it for the next 3 days. I'm gonna be cussing your ass out. I'm gonna be so upset. Don't ever bite my fucking nipples. Cause girl, I feel like you like pain. I don't think anybody wants somebody to beat on them. I don't think it's like that. I feel like it's something having to do sexually. Sometimes when they be trying to take it to Pound Town, cause I feel like when it's the Pound Town that be hurting you, but it's like, yeah. So you be feeling empowered when they take it to Pound Town, and then even though it hurt, you have overcome that. So you're operating within your masculinity. So the thing is that your vagina expands. So when they take it to Pound Town, your vagina is actually supposed to open up more, and they're gonna start sinking into it. But when it's hurting you, your walls are clutching. It's making it tighter. So with the resistance, that is what be hurting you. You know, you don't really like the Pound Town, so why do you keep telling yourself that? Because the men, that's what they be doing. Well, you have to speak up. You have to say something. You have to tell them. Don't let a man just get into your body and start beating your body up. You know what I mean? And see, this is what I be trying to tell men. Women are mental. Women are psychological. They're like mental when it comes to sex. So it's kind of like, you got to make her feel safe. It's not about just what you say, but it's about how you do too. When you get up all in a woman and you doing all of that, it's kind of like, well, what is the rush? And then it's like you're not even giving me time to connect. Sex is a spirit. It's also a spiritual experience too. Yeah, that vagina. See, he not, you be dealing with sexually inexperienced men, but then on top of that, depending on how you look, and how turned on they are and how sexy you are too, you may kind of like make them nervous. You must say something. You must say something. You must make your demands. A man sometimes really doesn't know. And I mean, some men are open, to wanting to know, and then some men, it's like they're too egotistical. They're just like, no, I know how to please a woman. It's just like, bitch, every woman's body is not the same, and every woman don't like the same thing. So no, you don't know, and you need to let me show you that we need to go on this exploration together. But then you do meet some. It's kind of like they do be knowing. It's like they be knowing. It's like they go straight for the spot, and then then they got you in a trance, and that's it. You're following that wave. It's like they got your full attention. They pumping it out. They pumping it out of you, and you can't lose focus. Then it's like bing. Yeah, girl. it's some crazy things that be going on within our heads when it comes to sex and these men that we will not say. Don't even feel comfortable with telling each other, because you'll hear your girlfriends and they acting like the pain was just so enjoyable and like, ooh, ooh. It's just like, girl, sit your ass down, like, like that. It's supposed to be pleasurable, but some people get pain out of pleasure. But some people, they just need too much. That is a sign of discontentment, sexually discontent. you know I can see if you're with somebody, y'all been together for a while, y'all may go out and have a really great night. Something about the moment, the bond, it just heightens. you know and it's just a different kind of night, so things go differently. It gets a little crazy, it gets a little wild. Variety. He likes something different all the time. Is that with you? It's in the bedroom. So you can't get adjusted to him. He doesn't know who he is in that way. It's kind of like a signature. Um, and see, okay. You know how it's kind of like singing, you know. Some people have a signature. You know exactly who's singing the moment that you hear them singing, because there's something unique about them. So the thing is that he haven't discovered his uniqueness sexually. He hasn't discovered what sets him apart from other men sexually. So, he's just doing a whole bunch of stuff looking for a false sense of interest and excitement. It shouldn't be all the time to where he's trying to do different things. I mean, how different can it get? You know what I'm saying? It's not about what you do, it's about how you're doing it. So it's giving me like standard. He probably be watching porn and trying to learn moves from porn or something like that. That shit don't work. Porn does not work. You're not porn, porn is for entertainment purposes only. I feel like it's more so for moments by yourself. You know, when you just need a little help or assistance, you can't really get into yourself. You can't really get into somebody else. You need a little bit of a boost. I think sometimes men just be doing what they think that they should do, what they think women want. Sometimes they be listening to women too, but sometimes women don't be real about what's going on. I remember talking to a group of girlfriends, and I mean, the girl was just going crazy with just talking about this man. Oh, he had me, leaning off of the bed, and he had my legs all like that. So I'm just like, well, when do you get time to concentrate on how he's making you feel? You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's kind of like, men, I feel like that should be compensation. They trying to compensate. They trying to make it all active to be able to compensate for actually being able to feed you spiritually, mentally, emotionally while you're having intercourse. And my thing is that if you don't like it, then you should say something. No, right. Nobody wants to hurt, right, because they're very prideful about that. So, like I said, it's not about what you do, it's about how you do it. But at the same time, you need to say something, because, I I'ma say something. Like, bitch, I'm not faking. I'm not faking shit. You know, and I'm not gonna let you just climb on top of me, just be on top of me like I'm a fucking piece of meat. You think you gonna get off and leave me there? Like, what's up? What? I forgot the point of saying, because it's not about me. It's not about me. It's not about me, but I feel like as women, there are a lot of things that we be relating to, but it's kind of like when we be around our girls, we be trying to front and shit. Cause I'm just like, girl, he had you doing all that. Like, what? That was the first time they did it, and I was like, that's how he. uh Trying to bend it up like a pretzel. Well, like oil the machine first. Like, what's up? Some of us ain't out here popping coochie all the time. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever, because I'm making it about me. I'm not gonna do this for you. And we getting older. Your ass bend me up. Your ass bend me up. I'm gonna put in your goddamn face. Ah, so, body be going through some changes, baby. You can't be doing all that. Like I said, it's not about what you do, it's about how you do it. So my thing, she let go, you let go. You usually hold back, but you let go. So, I mean, did you enjoy your results? Okay. You enjoyed the results, but you still didn't like it. It wasn't what you wanted. Right? He wasn't a gentleman. So you enjoyed the fun. He was a fun lover. He was fun. It was cute, right? It was fun. You may have been expecting like more of something like grown and sexy. Like like more sensuality. Like maybe a little more romance. You know what I'm saying? You're curious about anal. Well, baby girl, I definitely can't help you with that shit. I can't help you with that one. That shit don't feel good. I mean, I've had girlfriends, they be orgasming. It's a whole different type of orgasm. I'm just like, yeah, but getting through the threshold, that shit. And then, I let a man back there, and I'm talking about, like, I had to run to the bathroom. Like, my butthole was just so, that shit was just so loose and open. I said, you know what? They need to start giving descriptions on side effects when people be doing certain stuff. Cause I'm trying to tell you, and it's like every time I passed gas, it was like I was sharting. It's disgusting, but I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the goddamn truth. Like, bitch, I gotta deal with that just for your pleasure. Now I got to sit up here and be all uncomfortable in my own skin. Got all these goddamn skin marks in my fucking panties because your ass. That should be real life. Like, fuck all that. Because they always trying to make some shit look sexy. But it's just like, man, in real life, that shit be messy as hell. Okay, so you got the Knight of Wands here. So somebody coming and they coming in fast. let's just say that they're coming in energetically, but this is fast too. This is fast, moving fast. When it comes to business ventures, don't move so fast, because I feel like somebody's excited about something. But with the Knight of Wands, he be doing a lot of, you know, things look, he has a tendency to overlook things that look like it's easy to put together, but when you actually try to put it together, it's not as easy as just slapping it together. You know what I'm saying? So I picked up, I feel like that's that man chasing you. Is he younger than you? He's not younger than you, but he's chasing you. Okay, so you got, okay, didn't I say something about my yard earlier? So we got the Justice in your crown. So you bring fairness, balance, and harmony to people mentally, especially with the King of Swords here. Okay, so just being around you, it helps people, it helps clear people mentally, even if they just around you and you don't say anything. Like if people just like sit in your energy, it's kind of like they start to gain clarity. It's really giving me ideas. Like there's just something about you to where you give off so many ideas. Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups, those are the options. Okay, I told you somebody made a decision about you, so that's the King of Swords. Then you have the Nine of Cups. Then you have the Lovers in reverse. So what's up? You got the King of Swords lined up with the Lovers. So, well, that's the past. Is it Gemini? It's like they're operating in the Sag energy, though. Sag don't communicate as well as Gemini does. I feel like through expression, yes. Well, no, Gemini got expression down packed too. So maybe the feminine is fiery. Okay. I don't understand what's going on. Um well, something wasn't right. Okay, so you may have been dealing with somebody. So the Lovers card may have been somebody with Gemini in their birth chart. They may have had Gemini in their birth chart, but there's a Gemini sun. Okay, he may have some Libra in his birth chart too, or you may be a Libra. I mean, but if not, then it's kind of like your crown. The way that you think is about fairness, it's about balance, it's about just, you know, um, there's something light-hearted about you, light-spirited about you too. You are favored amongst the deities, ancestors, any authority of justice and doing the right thing and seeing and observing. Okay, so you are favored. You are favored, which is why, you know, which is why you're so clear. Excuse me. Okay, Seven of Cups, a little bit of confusion, but this is also exploring options. So, the person, this King of Swords has made a decision. I said earlier, somebody made a decision about you. It's like, don't tell me, you know. It's like, don't tell me that I have options when I want you. Because you do have the Six of Wands here. Okay, so this person recognizes you. So they may recognize that you are something that they deserve. That's what I pick up. So Eight of Pentacles here. What's up with that? I just feel like they're going to be consistent within their pursuit. There's something that they want to show you. They want to show you that they're happy with being single. You know, I feel like, but justice is also divine timing. Okay, so you could be in alignment with somebody. You know, the time is right. The time is now. So it's as if the two of you are having some type of spiritual experience with each other. So you're not in physical reality with each other. So this is spiritual. It's a spiritual connection. Well, I mean, it's all spiritual connected, but I'm saying, well, it looked like things are about to practicalize very fast, because whoever this man is kind of like, let's just say he ain't no catfish. You understand what I'm saying? So did you meet him online? You met him at work? Okay. So this is a work situation. I feel like you didn't communicate something, dear. You didn't communicate something. So I think that he recognizes that you recognize that you don't communicate well. It's kind of giving people pleaser, like you'll put him before your needs. You know, he doesn't like that. Then on top of that, it's like you won't communicate. You won't communicate what you want. You won't communicate what you need. He can see that you will choose other people over yourself and over him. So he's being consistent within his pursuit, but he found somebody. That's what he's not telling you. It's kind of like he evened the score with the two of you. So he's not a bad guy, so you can't make him seem like he's a bad guy. So is this the one that you want? This is just one of your options. Okay, so this one is serious about you. Then you have all of those distractions, and I told you there was a crazy one. So that's this King of Wands, Knight of Wands. It could be a king, so he could be your age or older, but he's showing up in a playful way. You know, this person loves to chase, but when they catch you, then they run away from you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you give this person a thrill. So my thing is, well, you was dealing with these two, so you have other options, but they're at a distance. But these two are the closest one. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, clean. Somebody had to clean that heart out. Hold on. Okay. So I think that was for you, girl. I think you need to clean your heart out. Mm. Head and heart. Okay. Okay. So my thing is that King of Swords person, that person is healing you. I think that you hurt that person's feelings, because I feel like they had made a decision about you, but then it's kind of like, in pursuing you, they came to realize that it's kind of like, no, they was really thinking about it. They know about somebody else that you're dealing with too. They're not up for the competition. They don't want to compete for you, but at the same time, they're not threatened by another man. It's like, to them, they know that they're the better option. But there's something going on with you to where, you were a little off. This man helped put you back into balance. He helped even the score. He helped, you know, oh, so he must be chosen or something. So the thing is that you trying to play with him and his feelings, you could get into some serious trouble for that. Okay, so he saved your ass. So, I mean, he's pretty much moving on. I don't think you wanted him anyway. If you did want him, it's because, I mean, his maturity, but at the same time, you have an insecurity with communicating. I feel like when you first dealt with him, you thought it was going to be like a easy catch. You thought it was going to be an easy fix, like, but then it's kind of like something happened. You realize he's actually more of a challenge than what you realize. So you got this other person who's crazy about you, who's about to come up in here. I don't see him being blocked. Okay. So the thing is that the King of Swords person did you a solid. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what happened. You don't know what happened. It's just like, well, what happened? What? Because it's kind of like he already knew certain things. You know. Mm. So you could have hurt his feelings, but he didn't allow it. And in return, in exchange, he helped to balance something within you. He you know, you 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 committed a crime against him, a spiritual crime. So you don't so he shows up as the king, but he's more than a king, you know. Wow, that's real. That's real. Cause the thing is that he could have done some fucked up shit to you, and you you would have never figured it out. You would have never. He could have let some shit happen to you. He could have done something to you, and you wouldn't have even known. The question is who are you when nobody's watching? So you actually help him pass some type of moral initiation. So he's leveling up anyway. Okay, so he got the Six of Wands. That's under his card. So he's lined up there. So he's being recognized anyway. So I feel like out of all the options, he was the one to where you was just like, he's better than the rest. He's more than the rest, but it's kind of like, you really have no idea he's way more than that. He's way more than that. So I mean, you could be a Sagittarius, Libra, something like that. So he has showed you decency both in light and in darkness. He's a very caring person, very sincere man. He's a very good man. You wouldn't have to worry about him cheating on you. You wouldn't have to worry about him lying to you. Even when it comes to things that you don't know, he would he will correct errors. So now that he has leveled up, he's leaving you behind. It's kind of like he has to. But my thing is, well, you got these other options and you got this other person who's crazy about you. Cuz the thing is that you felt some type of a shift. You don't understand what happened. So I'm telling you what happened. Yeah, you felt it. So there's something within you that's kind of like, maybe you're thinking that you got to make things right with him. You may have tried to hide from him that you had options, and you created the imbalance because he ain't have no options. You probably thought he did. So you kept yourself open to other people. And he won't doing the same thing. He's not out here exploring his options. You know, he done leveled up now, so he about to be on the glow up. So he damn sure about to have some options now. And at the same time, he's about to have some evil eye. Be careful, you know. You felt that shift. I just explained to you what happened. If you start trying to hate on that man, if you start trying to send him evil eye, you gonna really get it. You gonna create another injustice that you cannot put back into balance. And he's not gonna put it into balance for you because he's already, made things fair. He's already helped you out. He saved you. He saved you. You don't even know that man saved you. He saved your ass. You know, he may have seemed interested in you and all into you, but now he's okay with being single. Maybe what he wants, maybe, his wish fulfillment has come in. Like maybe you were the test. They say it's not a test, but I'm just like, bitch, it's a fucking test. It's a test. Why you just won't bring it into me straight up? Why you gotta put this thing in front of it first before, and either I'm gonna level up or I'm not. It's a fucking test. Cause it's kind of like you do the work, and so you begin to climb the ladder. So in doing the work with everything in which that you learn, it's kind of like a person is brought to you as a test. Are you ready for what you say that you're ready for? Are you ready for what you've been working so hard for, everything that you have learned? Let's see. Okay, so you were that, and I mean, he was initiated. He leveled up. He passed. And the Six of Wands is a personal victory. He's very proud of himself as to how he handled you. Okay. Yeah. That's where that glow up coming from. He didn't fall into despair. He didn't fall into feeling like he's not good enough. He didn't fall into having to compete for you and all that type of stuff. Girl, don't come to me with that victim shit, because, I'm going to see right through it. You sitting up here trying to act like you're a victim. Then you trying to relate to me as a woman through your sexual encounters, girl. Trying to get me to understand. Oh, yeah, I understand. But that's that sex shit. You tried to leave out that your ass don't know how to communicate. Well, I picked that up because you ain't want to tell somebody that it was too rough, or that they be hurting you or some shit. So with him giving you what you deserve, obviously he respects you. He didn't feel like you deserved to be punished for your lack of communication or loyalty or trying to play him. He respects himself, much more than that, than to treat you that way. How people treat you is an example of how they treat themselves. So he respects you, so he respects himself. He's high class, he's high quality. Was this two Geminis? Oh Lord. It's like 480 y'all. Woo. That shit funny. Well, obviously y'all not the same type of Gemini. My aunt is a Gemini and my dad is a Gemini. One thing that they definitely two types of Geminis. My dad is kind of like more down to earth. He's the musician, you know. He's eclectic with, you know, within how his life has been. He's had like some weird experiences. He has some great experiences. He's had some hard experiences, you know. You know, he has lived. You know, my aunt is a little more, she's a little more very strict. You know, she's very strict, very tight, you know, kind of OCD a little bit, you know. She loves organization. She loves for things to be clean. You know, there has to be a structure, you know. She's very protective, you know. So, but one thing about them too is kind of like when they get together, sometimes they go into these conversations. And I'm talking about them conversations will last all goddamn night. Once they started. What's that? In that kitchen. They in that kitchen again. You're not gonna make me fat. Somebody just want to feed me so good. They want me to be... Why? They want me to be so fat. They want to feed... I guess they seen how happy food be making me. In that damn kitchen. Again, they stay in the kitchen. It's the most active in the kitchen. So active in the kitchen. They love cooking. My grandmother was a cook and my granddad was too, though. But I don't know. I mean, who made this? Because this don't seem like something my grandma and my grandpa would cook. This was something new. It was delicious. So, but whatever. It's not about me. It's not about me. So, I mean, that's pretty much going to be the end of the reading, though. So, you know, this man is coming in here. All right. So, you wanted to play. So, now you got somebody to play with because that other person was not playing with your ass. He's not playing with your ass. Okay. You didn't want but you were playing. You didn't realize that you were playing because you were in your ego. It was fun, it was cute, and it was games until that shift hit and you realize, you know, he made his decision about you and it wasn't a decision that you liked or that you wanted. You was being a clown. You was being silly. You want something. I understand that you have options. You got, but when you know what you want, you don't do too much exploring. You know, you're gonna know if that person is for you, if they're what you want. You don't have to go on a exploration of different guys. Well, you can't beg for me to bring them back to you, girl. I can't. Mm-mm. The universe got involved. I ain't got shit to do with it. She mad. She mad. She gonna say I ain't no help. Girl, you need to help yourself by learning how to communicate. Stop trying to stop trying to be a player. Stop trying to play the field. You know, you knew you wanted that man. So my thing is, what is your excuse for trying to play him? Because you thought he had options. You thought he was playing around, but no, he won't. But he about to have some options now. Okay, so we gonna end it there. She fussing, but her voice is fading out. So the portal is closing. All right, so that's it. So until the next time, we'll talk again. Thank you.